Welcome to Free Life Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle and I do the readings.
Time for the TarotOracle show.
What is going on? And thank you for your donations. MR Keeli, Alex, Karima, Black Swan, and Silent Victory. We got Sam, Maruta, Duck Boy, Indeed First. We got, let's see, Mrs. Denise. We got Queen Aussie Hero. And we got another Keeli donation. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate that. Thank you, Karima, for your other donation as well. Let's take a peek and see what D's doing lately. What are they up to? We got the tea tonight. So it tastes good, and we are ready to rock and roll tonight. KDP, what is going on? Appreciate you being here, too. All right, let's see. We got a little bit of Gregory Scott already. The first on the list, the Gregory Scott Tarot over there. Tarot reader, what is going on? Karima, thank you for your other donation as well. All right, we got D's current feelings for me. How they feeling? What are they looking like? How are things in the mix? Wow. They're really reconsidering everything. Big reboot, big reconsideration to all the basics, all the things that we thought could be stable, all the things that we thought could be not dynamic have indeed turned to dynamic is what I'm saying. The Seven of Cups, too many things, too many ideas, too many looks, and I think they're just kind of figure out where to take all of this stuff. I think that is it. I think that is it indeed. So we're going to see where that sort of takes us in the mix. We got the Hermit as well. They're a little bit on the isolated side. They're not really pushing. They're not really making things happen. They're not really on the verge or on the edge of how it goes. And we got the Judgment, the rebirth, the reincarnation as well. Start rebooting everything and trying everything from scratch. Almost like if I approach it in a fresh perspective, where can I take it? What can I do with that? Anyway, Karima, let me know what question that I skipped, and let's look at the log and everything from the last session as well. Make sure maybe it's in the timestamp or something. I don't know. Let me know what question that I skipped. We'll make sure and find it. And if we can't find it, we'll make sure and do it. There you go. All right. Let's see. So let me go over here to the edit video and stuff like that. Okay, so I have all the timestampies out there. We got Playing to Take Me Out to Eat. We got Think of Me When He's Around His Partner for the $11 range. And we had at the end, what can I do to make him want more action to commit to me? So there we go. We got Crystals and Pain, Karima, FS, Sarah, KDP, and Karima again. Thank you very much for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, let's see what is going on next after that reboot. After that reboot indeed. Let's see where that is going to be. Let's see. We got, let's see, then we got Keeli. Keeli is next. Why does Richard want me to leave him alone? Let's see. Why are they filing the restraining order? Why are they filing the restraining order on that? We are going to have to figure out why that is happening indeed. All right, Karima, we will throw that into the mix and find out what kind of hidden love feelings we got. There we go. Sorry about that, Karima. There we go. All right, we got B52 Love Shack coming up in there. Got FS as well. Appreciate there. There we go. Suppressing hidden feelings or suppressing. All right, so which one was it? Was it the suppressing or was it the hidden or was it a combination of both? Karima, let me know and I will put that in the queue. All right, what does Richard want me to leave him alone? It just looks like the Two of Swords. They feel like we're in two different worlds. We're not connected. We're not on the same page. We're not on the same level. We just don't have that mutual connection that we like. The Two of Swords is a different world, but in fact, it's also sort of this distance between us and what is happening and what is going on, you know, sort of trying to figure that out. Well, Karima, we'll get that right next. We'll get that next. We'll bump that up. Sorry about that. I appreciate your donation. Sorry, I missed one there. All right. But yeah, they just want a little bit of that distance here at the moment. And that's kind of what some people need, right? You got to have a little bit of that separation, a little bit of that distance. Otherwise, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. It just doesn't flow the way that it kind of needs to flow as we're going. Nine of Cups says they're kind of happy at the moment. And that could be something where they're alone. It could be something where they're a little isolated and they kind of enjoy it. Ace of Swords says they're going to come back, though, and communicate. They're going to connect to you. They are going to sort of get that mutual relationship, get that connection kind of going on there, because we did say before that this could not, I mean, this could have a chance of sort of being still open or being still moving or being still sort of in the process of something happening with it, with that. All right, Keely also wants to know, do I have any psychic abilities? We got Bartman. What's going on over there? We got Tarot Magician, if I didn't already say hello. Got Ultraviolet coming in as well. Psychic abilities, the Tower and the Fool. I think you're able to see basically danger. You're able to sense some danger thing, and I think that's it as well. But there you go. Karima, just go ahead and write it out. We'll do both of those questions immediately after this question, and that way we'll have that knocked out instantly. So there we go. All right, Luna, thank you for your donation. Appreciate you as well. All right, but yeah, the Tower with the Fool. You're able to sort of see bad things. You're able to sort of see a little bit of, you know, what is going to be sort of a bad decision to make. And the Fool says you're kind of guided as far as which direction to go. Some of the key components, key decisions in your life have been felt like it's guided, maybe by an angel, maybe by somebody else. I do think you have a guardian angel in your life as well, and that's something that sort of gives you a leg up, gives you a bonus after. It's going to be something, you know, that's sort of good overall to sort of push through with that. The Queen of Cups just says sort of, as you get into your psychic abilities, as you sort of peruse more, think more, look more upon these things, I think you're able to see a little bit of a more sort of a variety of things that you sort of want to do, or a variety of things that you can sort of choose from. So there we go. So I don't think it's like one particular thing. Again, I think you sort of have a good choice making ability as well. I do think you have a connection with the guardian angel. I think that could be enhanced as well, to where you're actually sort of doing automated writing or something like that. And your guardian angel could be able to push through and sort of see, you know, and talk and stuff like that. I think that could be a very valuable thing as well. So there we go. A little bit of a peek, a preview on that. We got to use a little Stephanie Lou pause. Shadowscapes Tarot with Karima. Phase 1 over here. We got the Karima Phase 1 over there. All right, so we got a little bit of that. So here we go. So the question is, we're going to give these questions immediately so we don't miss them again, because that would be terrible. We don't want to do that. So, all right, we're going to see over here. All right, first one is, what are the true feelings, love feelings for me? And any suppressing feelings kind of thing. What are they, and what are they sort of being pushed into, right? Karima, thank you for your double donation. I greatly appreciate that. Got your second question in the queue over there. So we'll see, man. Shadowscapes Tarot is really sort of just rocking the house with Karima lately. It's kind of my go-to deck for the Karima reads. So I'm kind of interested to see what it says about this one, right? Oh, true love feelings for me. And are we suppressing anything? Are we pushing anything back as it is? Three of Wands, the Two of Cups. Wow. Very, very nice. This looks like something where they feel like they always need to be upfront about this, right? They need always to be upfront about it. With this mixture here, you have a Three of Wands, like there's always something to expect, or you're going to be expecting something from them. So I think sort of that Knight of Cups issued, where you're sort of connecting, you're very strongly connected and what like that. They feel like that they need to express love, they need to communicate, and they need to maybe sometimes overdo it a little bit, right? So the true love feelings, I think, are just sort of a very confident, a very connected and a very sort of a learning process as we go through this experience. The Two of Cups is just a beautiful card. It has a beautiful connection that you like. It has all of the excitement that you like kind of in there, as well as the Ace of Swords. I'm able to communicate this connection, this Two of Cups, the Lord of Love as well. But I need to do it on a physical level sometimes. I need to do it by overdoing it or expressing it kind of thing going with that. All right, let's see what kind of suppression that we have. Do we have a fire suppression system inside of the love connection? Let's see what's going on. Are we suppressing any feelings? What are they? What feelings do we have at the base? At the base, at the Ace of Base sometimes with that. You got that Two of Pentacles, right? They're suppressing choices. I think that's a really difficult thing for them to do at the moment, is to make the difficult choices, to make the hard choices, to step up to the plate and do the right thing and do sort of the thing that's expected, that everybody knows we're going to do. And I think that's going to be one of the things here, right? The Two of Pentacles, they are suppressing the feeling of, hey, I want to make some choices, but it's difficult for me to do it right now. Ten of Swords says the choices involves a termination, or it involves the end of something and the beginning of something else. And the Emperor says I kind of need to sort of just step up to the plate and make that happen, but it's very difficult for me. It's just something that really sort of weighs on my conscience sometimes as well. Six of Cups says sometimes they're suppressing a feeling of maybe we should just be friends with benefits forever. I think that's one of the feelings that they've had before, one of the things that's gone through their mind before with that, but they're suppressing that. They don't want to realize that. They'd rather sort of get to the point of making a hard choice, but making a hard choice is difficult for anybody because it involves that Ten of Swords where you have to terminate one thing and then you have to then you have to begin something else. And that's always a really big move, always a really big expectation as we sort of go through that. All right, we got Karima. Who was thinking about married? Was he thinking about being married to me lately? And what made him start having love feelings for me? What his intentions was not to get serious. So we sort of accidentally fell in love, maybe. We sort of fell into it and all of this other stuff. Reiki, what's going on? Appreciate you hanging out tonight. What is happening, everybody? It is the end of the weekend. It is the conclusion of the weekend. We are back to work tomorrow. Hope you are all prepared to make that happen. Oh my, the Empress with the Ten of Pentacles. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think they are thinking about having a serious connection, serious relationship with you, right? Keely, thank you for your other donation. You got that King of Swords. It's time to step up to the plate right here. And the Empress, right, connected to this Ten of Pentacles. The Empress expects, the Empress understands the ultimate goal here. The ultimate connection is going to be, hey, a beautiful, loving sort of connection, a Ten of Pentacles. Happy home, happy family. That's going to be one of the main things, the main objectives in here. Page of Pentacles says, the weird thing about that is we have to kind of start from scratch. We have to kind of start from scratch. Even though we haven't started from scratch, we have to kind of begin some of this sort of push from scratch. And I think that's one of those things that, that they're kind of like, well, this is kind of weird. We have some stability, we have some connection, but we're going to have to redo a lot of it. Sheba Moon, it did go away. It just went boom, and it was gone. What made him start having love feelings was intentions and not to be serious. We're not going to be serious, but we're going to see where this is going to take us indeed. The Judgment. You know what? Looking from the perspective of a new beginning is damn exciting for everybody in life, right? Looking from the perspective of a new beginning, it allures us. It pulls us in. It does, right? Karima, thank you for your other donation. But that judgment, the rebirth, the rejuvenation that is possible with a new relationship, a fresh start, that is so alluring to literally everybody wants to see this happen. Three of Pentacles, we've been working towards it. We've been expecting it. We've been pushing that envelope for a while, and I think that is sort of, what the intentions have been made, right? The allure of the new beginning, the ability to work together to make that, because a lot of times it's difficult to work together with somebody on that. You have a disassociation, disagreement. They're not on the same page, but the Two of Pentacles says we've made the choice together, and that's something very powerful indeed. Queen of Pentacles says one of the things, again, that they really appreciate about you is your stability, your level-headedness, your ability to take command, take control, and push forward. I think that's one thing that they're super excited about too. All right, so there we go. I do think we're caught up on the two karimas that we missed indeed. So let's remove the karima without the question. All right, so let's continue. With karima phase 1. We got a couple more on the phase 1 side, and then we'll move on to Alex, and we got a Black Swan. We got Silent Victory, KDP, Crystals, and Pain. We got Tarot Reader in the mix. We got a brand new cartoon for Tarot Reader. Let's see if I didn't screw that up and it will actually show up. Let's see if I didn't mess it up and it will actually show up. Preferably, that would be great. All right, let's see. We'll do 2 more with Karima phase 1. We got S's current feelings for me. Where are they going? What would they like to see? What kind of activities do we have in the mix as it goes through there? We got the Sun. It is time to get out and move, get out and go. We see, all right, we've talked about this trip before, and this trip is going to be a hot topic of conversation moderately soon. You really can't do much about it. When you have the Sun up here, the Sun gives that, hey, it is sort of end of spring. We're beginning summer, right? In Texas, we got the 96-degree thing going on with that. 8 of Pentacles says, I got the money, I got the time, I got the planning. We definitely want to push through and make this happen indeed. 5 of Cups says, it may not be the perfect trip. It may not be the ideal. Let's sweep up and move to Paris or something just amazing with that. But this is going to be something pretty substantial, pretty enjoyable, where we really like to do things. We really like to move with that and make it happen. So I think that's sort of the current feelings. I think you're about to see some of the trip being planned. I think you're about to see some of the excitement, some of the exhilaration in the mix. And I think that is something that's on the mind. It is going to be on the prominent side as far as we go with that. All right, we've been missing each other this weekend. Let's see what's happening with that. And then we got the end of Karima phase 1. Off to Alex, Black Swan, and Silent Victory. We go over there. Wow, Ultraviolet is frying down the house like a boiled egg over there. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, have been missing me this weekend. The Tower says that is something that is sort of disruptive this weekend. I don't have that energy. I don't have that connection. I don't have a lot of the excitement that I really kind of need to happen here. 7 of Swords says I'd really just like to just take a vacation now with you, sort of escape and get going. And you and I just sort of take a little bit of a jaunt out this side door and make our escape to something more beautiful, wonderful, and exciting as it goes. Page of Swords says we just haven't had the connection that we kind of need with that. A Sword talks about that air quality, talks about I need some connection, I need some communication, I need you to be there for support and all the, good news with that. Ace of Wands, she says, hey, this is something we can make up for next week. But yeah, this weekend they have been missing you a little bit. So we go a little bit with the thumbs up on that particular read. As always, we got some great reads up in there. That was pretty exciting indeed. So we got Karima phase 1. We got Karima phase 2 in a moment. But right now, let's find out if Alex's R wants to make up or if they want to break up as it goes. Karima, thank you for the other donation. I greatly appreciate you. So Ultraviolet is over there setting off all the alarms and everything. Gonna have to evacuate and watch the stream tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, does R want to reconcile? Is this something that they just kind of wrote off for now. Justice, oh Jesus, we need to really fix shit before we do. No, not right now. They want to fix things before we reconcile. You know what I'm saying? I can reconcile. I can push it under the rug. I can make like nothing happen. I can pretend all night if I really want to do that. Becca Boo ain't pretending. What's going on, Becca Boo? But yeah, the Justice card says we need to fix some things. If it's therapy, we need to do that. If it's connection of, sort of talking out, throwing it down, we need to do that. A Three of Wands says we're looking at the problem. It is an essence of the elephant in the room, and I think that's going to be it, You got that Three of Wands, a little bit of the elephant in the room. I think it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. This is something that you're watching. So, yeah, we can't really reconcile right now. We haven't fixed anything. We haven't done anything. We're just going to be back on the same path that we've been before, and it really hasn't taken us in the direction that ultimately we would like to go. So at the end of the day, it doesn't look good. Ours feelings for me. Let's see what's going on with that. We got Alex. I think that's the end of the Alexes. On there, we got Black Swan is next with a single dono up in the queue. Single dono up in the queue. All right, let's see where this is going to take us. Feelings for me, Knight of Cups. Man, I need to fix some mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Karima, thank you for the other donation. They need to fix some mistakes. Five of Swords, look at the level of just frustration. Look at the level of sort of top heavy. We need to communicate. We haven't been getting the stuff that we need done here. There's a lot of difficulty happening through there. Ten of Wands says we're carrying this burden without doing that. We have too much burden going on, and something needs to be done about it. Some kind of action needs to be done about it as we go. Knight of Cups says they are going to try to throw a band-aid into the mix if they can. So that's sort of the current feelings with that, right? Knockdown, drag out, a very top heavy. And when I say top heavy, a lot of communication without a lot of things being resolved, a lot of communication. But that's going to be one of those situations where you just got to sort of deal with what's up there. We got Silent Victory dealing with it. Silent Victory wants to know something. Let's go over there. We got Will. Let's see. There we go. We got Will. Oh, the house in the future belong to S or B. That sounds like a tarot throwdown.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
And we will do a tarot throwdown. And let's see where this is going to take us. All right. On the left, we got S, and on the right, we got B. Seeing what's going on. Speaking of B, we got Mina's bookshelf. What's going on over there? S or B? House belongs to B. I do think we have a possession. I do think we have that, right? It looks like S has been fighting for it. S has been pushing for it. They just haven't made the progress. They haven't made the things happen that ultimately they need to see at the end of the day. And that's something that's frustrating. It just looks like B is the winner. You got over here with the sort of this action with that 9. I've been wounded. I've been looking forward to this. I've been pushing through, and this is something I'm able to get. I'm able to have it happen. I'm able to have it moved. And moving, speaking of which, it's difficult to see the Chariot and ignore it with a future house, because the Chariot talks about moving in and all of the excitement. Karima, thank you for your other donation. We still got some good stuff going on over here. Let's mark a Silent Victory as done. Black Swan is done. And we're going to go to KTP. KTP, let's see, we got 2 KTPs in the mix over there. We got etsyuser at the end. etsyuser, where you been? Good to see you. Appreciate you hanging out. We're going to go over here. We're going to go over here and do a grape juice edition with this, right? We got KDP. What does Jordan think about me today after our talk yesterday? We had a very serious talk. We had a lot of pending things, a lot of movement, a lot of activity with that talk. And hopefully we didn't waste time. It wasn't a top heavy. It wasn't a a top-heavy situation with that. Mina's bookshelf. We got 2 openings for readings, and that's going to be the conclusion. There's going to be the conclusion after that with that. Black Swan, you are next. You are in the queue indeed. Not sure why it marked you. I think I'm having issue. Black Swan, you are next. I see you in the mix. All right, what does Jordan think about me today after our talk yesterday? 9 of Pentacles in the mix, as the talk did give us some of the encouragement, some of the love, some of the excitement, some of the beautiful connection that we need to happen here. And that's one of the big things. It's one of the big things happening. Black Swan, you are next. But yeah, the 9 of Pentacles says, hey, we got the stability that we need. And one of the things about the talk is we really put some things on the table that haven't been on the table before, or that haven't had this opportunity before. And I think that's going to be good overall as far as we go. 5 of Swords says there was a level of anxiety. There was a level of trepidation with that connection, with that talk. But the 10 of Wands says that there's some things that we need to talk more about. In other words, that's kind of not the last opportunity. That's kind of not the last thing that we got going on over there. So you just have that mixture of, yeah, we need to do something. We need to make some things happen here. And, you know, because basically your talk needs to have a follow-up talk to it. Otherwise, it does seem like that we are not going to get in the direction that we need. So, excuse me, I got the sneezels today with that. Not measles, the sneezels making it happen over there. All right, we got Black Swan is next. Doing a little bit of the tarot avatar with the Black Swan over there, right? What's the next? We got no contact, not anything happening, not anything going on with that. A little bit of romantic deck, as we got the Victorian romantic is going to be kind of the exciting one, kind of the one that we are anticipating, the one that we're going forth. So yeah, that looks pretty good. But yeah, what is next for R&I? We just don't have the contact that we need. We just don't have the dialogue and anything else that we got going on with that mix. All right. Let's see where that is going to take us indeed. You're kind of looking at this. Karima, thank you for your other donation. I greatly appreciate you. And that is the end of the Mina, did you want to donate or did you not want to donate? We got 1 slot. Mina, do you want to get in? Mina, do you want to get on the final slot down there? All right. We got what's next for R&I? Ace of Cups, not in contact. You'll fix that. You'll fix that. This is not something that is just going to be, you know, difficult in the long run. This is something that has legs. This is something that we can run with. This is something that we can make happen here. And that's good news because that is definitely something that you want to kind of push forward and make happen and get kind of going as far as it is. That Ace of Cups says, hey, there's going to be contact. We have that communication, that connection, the emotion for me. And the Knight of Cups says they're going to come in with, you know, kind of the peace flag. You know, hey, we have this, we have these opportunities, we have this connection that I kind of want to maintain, or at least I kind of want to keep breathing and keep it on life support, if nothing else with that. 3 of Swords says it's going to be difficult to get out of them what you want. It's like we have a disconnect between what you want and what they want with this sort of communication, with this sort of connection. And I think that's frustrating a lot of times, but we can get stuff done. We can get stuff on site. We can get stuff moving in the direction we would like, but it just feels like that we're not making the progress that ultimately we would like to see. And that's going to be one of the more difficult situations with that. High Priestess says there's a lot of things that they want to tell you that you don't know, which is kind of a weird mix, but it's good. It's good that we can connect like that. I can discuss, I can tell, we can get sort of on the same page with that. And I think that's going to be good news overall, right? Maybe I've had a lot of things happen and I need to share it. And I think that sort of that build up is kind of what you feel when you talk to them. We've been building up a little too much. We've been building up and we need to kind of have a little bit of a release with that. All right, we got Crystals and Pain is next. You know, some days you got to put up with the a-hole. Some days you just do. All right, I guess we'll get the This Might Hurt Tarot with that. Some days you just get the ass into the stick on this particular situation, and there's not much we can do about it. Not much we can do about it. A little bit of the This Might Hurt, because indeed it sounds like this might hurt. All right, why is A being such an a-hole? Why do they need to be like that? Why are they pushing forward with this agenda when it's not really getting anybody anywhere? Oh man, the Five of Swords. They feel like that there was some kind of thing that they wanted, some kind of connection that they thought was happening, and then all of a sudden, the connection just wasn't there. The connection just didn't have the legs that they wanted with this. I got a 10 of Pentacles, happy home, happy family. I really appreciate this connection. We seem to be on the same page. We seem to be on the same version of this. And then the Queen of Pentacles sort of moving into that Five of Swords over there. This is something that's difficult. This is something where it feels like I'm competing with you. I'm on a different side with you. I'm not on the same kind of opportunity that we kind of need to be in here. It just feels like that we're sort of at each other's throats. It almost feels like a competition or something, or things going on, things happening as far as it goes. But yeah, the Queen of Pentacles is, just like that. They want to be happy. They didn't get the happiness that they need from this. Almost like maybe they're expecting something and they didn't get it. They're expecting something and they didn't get it. That's like kind of the overall feel that I have, right? I needed this and I just can't get it. Anyway, all right, we'll see that. There we go. Blocked you over minor complaint. Karima, thank you for your other donation. You're first tomorrow. Karima, you will be first tomorrow on the beautiful Monday stream. Damn, we got a good Monday stream. We're going to give away some stuff on the Monday stream. All right, y'all need to watch. I'm just saying. The Monday stream is going to have a giveaway. We have a giveaway on the Monday stream, and you are going to like it. I'm just saying, like right now, you're going to like Monday stream. So we're going to do a big giveaway. Let me go fetch the giveaway, actually. Hang on. Let me go fetch it. Let me go fetch the giveaway item and look at it. I thought I knew where it was. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. It's the new oracle that I have on the channel. Let me go look and see for, we need to look at videos and see the videos that we posted. It's brand new, there we go. The Seasons of the Witch. The Seasons of the Witch, I bought 2 copies and I didn't mean to. So brand new, sealed Season of the Witch. Oracle, brand new, sealed, hasn't been opened. I'm going to put it in a box. I'm going to ship it to you. Because Ultraviolet Tarot already has one. So we got an extra one with that. So anyway, all right, why can't I seem to make any damn friends? The star says, I think you have a good friend on the mix or in the queue. This is somebody that you will be connected to, that you will be excited about, right? The star. You're being led on the path. I know it's frustrating. I know we haven't made a lot of progress. I know there's a lot of things that need to be done here that isn't done. But the summertime is that ability, is that opening that you have to make friends, make a beautiful connection, make a lot of things happen. And I think that's going to be something that you're excited about. about, right? I think you are going to be excited about. Page of Cups just says, hey, don't be, don't have too many expectations as you kind of walk in there. I do think this is something that is more casual, more fun, and it's something that you really enjoy. You really enjoy, that you're kind of waiting for. So I think it's going to be a beautiful thing as well. So just wait, be patient. It's going to be right there. So go to my videos, and it's the last unboxing I did, the Season of the Witch. I don't know why, but I got 2 of them. And I need to get rid of one, so I don't need 2. So there you go. There you go. So Monday stream, gonna have a big, brand new, unopened, sealed, it's like a literally sealed version of that. We got Sarah, tarot reader, and then we got, let's do Karima, phase 2 over there. We got Karima right now. Was he thinking of me today a lot? What kind of things do we got going on with that? Oh, let's see. We have beaten to death. We have beaten to death the Shadowscapes Oracle. Karima, I think that I'm in the mood for love right now. I'm in the mood for love with this. We're going to get the Victorian Romantic. I kind of want to run the Victorian Romantic through your questions and kind of see what we get. I'm just kind of getting a feel of like which deck likes your questions and likes your connection and really is expressive and talkative, you know what I'm saying? And then which ones are going to be a little more held back. So let's see. So far, I think your most talkative decks by far are my deck, the Waterfall Tarot, and the Shadowscapes Tarot. Those are the 2 I think that have really been super expressive, or that have really sort of been out front and sort of, needed to move or needed to kind of get forward with that. All right, we got a little bit of that Knight of Pentacles over here. That's an interesting one there. All right, thinking about me, Knight of Pentacles. We got a 9 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. So, the 2 of Cups is sort of that de facto, yes, I have been thinking about you. I have had a lot of beautiful thoughts about you. 9 of Pentacles, what could be, what could have been, what things are going to be in the mix of something that I kind of really want to see where it goes, really want to be excited about with that. So yeah, there we go. The 2 of Cups with a Knight of Pentacles, right? We've worked hard on this connection. I think that's kind of where we're at, right? We worked hard on this connection. That is something that they've been considering, something that they've been looking at. And I think the Page of Wands, you have had some expectations. You have had some requirements, some things that need to be connected, some things that need to happen here. And that Page of Wands just says they haven't stepped up to the plate. And clearly you've expressed that. And they know that. They know what's going on here, right? The 9 of Pentacles is an excellent thing too. It just talks about just having the connection and sort of having the results. And you haven't seen a lot of the results. And I know, they know. Brian, what's going on? Been a minute. How you doing? Good to see you. All right. If so, I think we got a good thing. It's hard to put that level of cards down and not get some good news out of that. So there we go. Crafty Lady, what is going on? The elf is here indeed. Crafty Lady. I need to modify your graphic to be an elf. Crafty Lady. That's on my next agenda. That's top priority for tomorrow, Crafty. What's on my agenda tomorrow? I gotta work tomorrow, but other than that, tomorrow I got to do the stream update. I have a unboxing that you're gonna like. So tomorrow we are going to unbox, maybe tonight, we are going to unbox the oracle that will be used on the stream from now on. The oracle that will be used on the stream from now on. Yes, I am TarotOracle. A lot of people are like, where the hell is the oracle in TarotOracle? We have an 80-card deck that we're going to be using for oracles. So anybody $5 and above gets an oracle card in their mix. All right. So what kind of thoughts do we have? The Star. Man, we're really together for the long run. The star is one of those. We're together for the long run. We have it. This is something that's important. We got the Page of Swords, too, is in the mix. Not only together for the long run, that page, that connection, that we've been together for the long run, we're going to continue to be together for the long run. I think that you have good news to tell them in the next 3 months. That's something that they feel. I think intuitively they get this idea that you have good news. You have some sharing. You have some things happening as it goes. Strength card says you have been trying to tame the lion and haven't been as successful as possible. And the summertime is that time to where we can really get moving. We can really get some opportunities on the table that's going to be good. That is going to be good as we go through with that. All right, let's see what's happening with all of this. All right, the next thing that we got is going to be Karima, phase 2 up in there. All right, we got what kind of actions does he wanted to take towards me at the moment? Let's see what's going on. We got actions that you got. We got actions that we have in the mix. All right, let's see. Let's see where this is going to take us. All right. What actions does he want to take towards me at the moment? The King of Wands, oh, Jesus, the Lovers, the Eight of Pentacles, and that Knight of Swords. Again, we have some sudden action, some sudden movement that is anticipated, that is sort of waiting, that is in the mix, that is going to be kind of in the focus here, sort of moving forward with that. We got the King of Wands and the Lovers happening as well. You got the King of Wands and the Lovers is a good combination because it says the actions that I take have good results. The action that I take are going to have some encouraging thing, and that's going to be sort of, you know, one of the things happening as far as it goes. Eight of Pentacles, sort of what is the action I want to take towards you? I want to basically start moving towards something more serious. I want to start moving towards something that is going to be in the mix. Something is going to be, you know, sort of in the, that is going to be productive for us as it goes. Cinderella, what is going on? But the Knight of Swords talks about the action will come in the summer again. I really think that's sort of what's happening with this. The action is a movement towards something, a movement towards a better ending, a movement towards something that's going to be encouraging and something that gets us where we want to go. All right, so we got a lot of the Karimas. We get a couple more Karimas, and then we will move on to Sarah. We got Katie P, a second question up in the mix. Couple of Sarahs in there. We got FS, Double Shot, B52, Luna, etsyusers, and Keeli. And we got a whole lot of Karima and a Mina back in the mix. Mina back in the mix. Oh, we'll see. What kind of personality do you think I have? The Empress. Wow, the Empress is good. You have the level of control, you have the level of power, and stuff like that. You have a level of control, a level of power. The Empress take command. And the Empress is one of those characters as well that's very comfortable in where they are, comfortable in what they're doing. They're not out of place. They're sort of rolling, rocking, making things happen. The Ten of Pentacles says you really want, you legitimately want happy home, happy family, where we have some beautiful things happening. We have some beautiful things together. And the Ten of Pentacles is kind of the result, right? We have a lot of the fantastic end game for happy home, happy family, and that's going to be something encouraging, something they like. Ace of Cups as well talks about a rejuvenation, something new, and I think the new personality is something. You have a personality where you're able to start anew. You're able to start with something that's strong, and they really like to see that. Five of Wands says we're going to have a little bit of a knockdown, drag out before we can sort of make that movement or make that action, and that's something that they sort of see coming, right? They realize that you have some expectations, you have some things that you need. And we need to kind of sort of figure out how to make that happen before we sort of move forward with anything substantial as it goes. So looking pretty good. I like the Victorian, romantic with that. We got the Karima phase 2 going. We got 2 more Karima phases. We get those wrapped up here in a minute. But today we have the Gregory Scott over here. We got the Sarah. So there is a Sarah graphic that I made. So there we go. A little bit more fuzzy and hazy and a lot of blur, but I like the sort of the ethereal look to it. You know, I liked it. I like it. Sort of an ethereal look, a kind of a fun thing going with that. So, yeah, making it happen with that. So, Sarah wanted the Gregory Scott, but I have no idea what the question was. Let's see. Can I scroll up and make it? Can I find it? We got Silent Victory. We got Sarah. Okay, Sarah, you said Gregory Scott. Okay, never mind. I got Sarah. I got your question. We're good. We're good. We're good. We are good. We are good indeed. All right, let's see what that is. Can DC cause any damage at work? He's trying to... Why the hell are they trying to prove that you're not good for the job? What in the world? What in the world's going on? What's happening? What's happening? What is going on with that? A little too much blur in my new thing, in my new portraits. A little bit more blur. But anyway, maybe I'll make one that's more like a Becca Boo one. You know, where you kind of have more of a, I guess, an upfront graphic look to it, like a Tarot Magician one kind of thing. I don't know. We'll see. But right now, I think it looks really, that looks really good. That looks really good up there. So I'm going to keep that one. I like that one. All right. Let's see where this is going to be happening with that. Can they do any damage at work? King of Cups, they're going to bitch and whine and bitch and whine and bitch and whine. You know, no, this is more of somebody who's just going to bitch and whine, right? More somebody who's going to bitch and whine. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. People aren't stupid, right? People assume that everybody around them is stupid, and they're usually wrong. I mean, people aren't stupid. You didn't get the position. You didn't get what you wanted. We had a competition. Sarah won, and here they are whining endlessly. That's not really doing them good. That's not really doing them good at all. That King of Cups, I just want to express and talk and talk and express and talk and talk. Not really making a lot of things happening, right? Strength says they are trying to tackle the line. They're trying to control the situation. They haven't had the patience that they needed, and they're just whining at this, right? King of Pentacles says the management sees what's going on. Again, people aren't stupid. I don't know why everybody thinks everybody is stupid. So they think that they're going to take some action or something like that, and they're really not making anything happen. They're going to keep the happy home, happy family, and it's not going to be disrupted. So we're going to go with a no. I don't think this person is going to cause any damage whatsoever. They're just going to whine and whine and whine some more, right? Do you want some cheese with your wine? Maybe. Should I, how the hell do I deal with it though? You know, you do Gregory Scott enough that we're going to get the Poe for this one. I think the Poe is really going to have something to say over here. I think the Poe is really going to have something to say. They're really going to have something to say, right? Karima, I got your question change. Let me look at that. I got the manifestation question. That's coming up. All right, on your Karima phase 2, that is going to be the first question. We'll flip it to the next different question, and I think that's going to be it, right? All right, we want a little Gregory Scott with a Mina. Mina, remind me again more towards your question, because I'm going to forget. All right. All right, let's see what the Poe has to say about all this. How should you deal with the Emperor? Oh, you know, let the management deal with that shit. Let the management deal with that. Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands. Oh, they talk themselves into a hole. They talk themselves into a hole. See, here's what you got, right? Like, for example, right? When you're winning in court, the first thing you do is you shut up. You shut up. Right? Somebody's burying themselves on the other side of the courtroom. Right? In the courtroom drama, let's say you're watching, Law and Order, and you'll notice when somebody's making an idiot out of themselves. In Law and Order, the other side just stays to the shut up. And I think just stay shut up. You're not really much to deal with. Let the management deal with it. They are pushing themselves to be an isolated victim, an isolated somebody who's crying, who's whining, who needs some cheese to go their wine. And meanwhile, everybody else is on the boat out and they are sinking a ship, right? So imagine your own Law and Order. The other side's making an idiot out of themselves. You shut up and you let them do it. Don't interrupt people when they're making an idiot out of themselves. Queen of Pentacles says, stay strong. You do your job, you do it well, and you completely ignore the situation, and people appreciate that. You're exiting the drama. You're letting the management deal with it. You're not escalating it. You're not trying to handle a situation that should not be handled. The Seven of Pentacles. Work, do your work, make the superstar that you are, and people will appreciate that. People will appreciate that. That is going to be so important, right? Just make like you're on Law and Order. The other side's going, biddy, biddy, boo, boo, boo. And yeah, let them make an idiot of themselves. Never, ever, ever interrupt somebody making an ass of themselves. Let them talk and talk and talk and talk. Karima, his next manifestation question has been overridden. We have that. We have, all right, manifesting right now. I would like to know something different. I'd like to ask. All right, so we're asking. We're trying to modify it as we go. Ooh, that's good. Look at that modification. Look at that edit. Look at that edit. Look at that clean edit, my friends. It doesn't get any better than that. It doesn't get any better than that. Back to the Victorian romantic. It's got a lot to say. That's one thing. So, from what I've seen, the deck, the Stephanie Lou Pause deck, is very to the point, right? It's very to the point. But the Victorian romantic is more descriptive. It takes you on a tale or a story, you know? So that's what I'm seeing in the differences between these on your particular reading. The Stephanie Lou Pause deck over there goes straight to the jugular. It doesn't even hesitate. Straight to the jugular. It don't care. But this one has a story to tell. It wants to take you, right? It wants to take you to where it wants to take you. All right, let's do a little more of that, though. I really like kind of the tales that it's weaving, kind of the narrative that it kind of sort of has in the mix. Does he regret telling me a couple months ago? And I have a future, that me and him have a future. Oh, yeah, there's some definite regrets with that. Wish I could take it back. Wish I could escape from that statement. You know what I'm saying? That Seven of Swords, if I could escape from this, if I could, you know, sort of get away, I could. And that's something I wish I could sort of take back and do some things going on here, right? Nine of Swords says they really went out on a limb with that. That is something, right? That is something that they really kind of went out too far on the limb here, kind of went into the dangerous zone with that. The Sun said it was sort of this over-revelation, too much information, right? So a lot of times our feeling at the moment is not something we need to express. It's not something we need to put out there because you can't really take it back, right? And the Empress says it made you really uncomfortable, and yeah, they wish they could take it back. So that's going to be it. They wish they could take it back. The Seven of Swords. I said something, I want to escape. Look at the narrative that this kind of tells. Really, really, really love this. I love this deck for your reading. This is really kind of taking us on a tale. So I think that's kind of fun with that. All right, so the manifestation was changed. So we got that one marked off. The next one we got, hidden intentions. What kind of things do we have? What kind of hidden things are going forth and making it happen? Let's get another tale from the Victorian romantic and see where that is going to take us right now. All right, I see where this kind of adventures we got in space for this one. And hidden intentions, the star. Man, they got the long-term plans. I don't think the long-term plans are going to work the way that they want it to work. I think this is more of a short-term planning kind of person. You got that Nine of Wands. A lot of my long-term plans just don't function the way they need to do. They don't sort of make the comfort that I really like. That Nine of Pentacles says I work towards a goal, and a lot of times the goal isn't sort of making where I need, right? Making where I need to happen. The star over there as well just kind of pushes the envelope, and I think that's kind of what they're doing, right? The hidden intentions, they really want to push the envelope of this relationship, of this connection, and make it something where we don't have a lot of things moving in the wrong direction. Seven of Wands is a little bit defensive, right? A little bit defensive against some of these hidden intentions, and some of these intentions are just sort of moving forward in a different direction, moving forward and sort of making things happen and getting long long-term plans the way that they kind of need to be. Because it really feels like right now, long-term plans haven't been something that they're good at. I think one of those things that they would like to see is a bigger kind of long-term plan coordination as we go. Karima, phase 2, is over there. How are we viewing this particular connection at the moment? How are they viewing you at the moment and all of that other stuff? All right, let's see where that is going to take us and where that is going to be an adventure as we move forward in the mix. Let's see, how are we viewing Karima right now? Page of Swords, the Tower, and the Five of Pentacles. They're hesitant to talk to you. They're hesitant to communicate with you right now. You see this Page of Swords, right? I'm out of the forest. I'm going to make some big communication. I'm going to make some big revelation. I'm going to make some push forward. I'm going to make some kind of things going on with that, right? But that Tower mode says sort of viewing you as sort of somebody who is going to rock the boat. Somebody is going to have some repercussions in the mix. Somebody is going to expect a lot and sort of not get, you're going to expect a lot. And if you don't get what you're looking for, you're going to be, you know, pretty communicative about it as well. Five of Pentacles says they sort of view you as somebody who's not happy in many regards as far as things are happening with that, and somebody who is sort of waiting to see something. One of the things they're viewing you is you're waiting, you're anticipating, you're kind of on that mode of I need something, I'm waiting, I'm, you know, sort of processing through it, kind of thing. And you got that Four of Swords, sort of the waiting thing. All right, we got the Karima phase 2. We got 2 more in the mix, making it happen. We got KDP, we got FS Luna, etsyuser Keeli, Mina coming up this, well, I would say, you know, I don't want to say that. Mina coming up in the end and all of this other stuff. All right, how does he feel, right? How does he think I feel about it? You got feelings. How does he think that you feel? How does he think you got going with that? Nine of Pentacles feels like you like how things are going so far. Only so much I can do in one thrust, as it says. I like how things are going so far, right? I think that you enjoy what's going on. You like how things are happening. You like how things are moving. That Nine of Pentacles. I'm happy. I'm content. I'm ready to go. I'm pretty, you know, sort of content with where things are. And sort of one of the things, too, is you look at him as the leader. You look at him as what you know, sort of what you expect. What you need is going to come from his leadership. It's going to come from kind of his perspective and what he is doing. The Two of Wands is sort of you feel like that you're in control of the relationship. And that's one of the things too. The Two of Wands over there is atop the tower looking out amongst the lands, and they kind of have a level of control, a level of power over things. And that's something that they feel here with that Two of Wands happening. The Judgment cards as well is so you feel that you want to reboot everything. You feel that you want a new start, new beginning with some of the aspects of this connection. I think that's it. I think that is it. Becca, I stream every night. Let's see. We got Becca is going on there. Our Jay-Z and I over. Becca, I got your donation over PayPal. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I will get you first thing tomorrow as we rock and roll it. We already have 40 donations. And 40 donations is our cutoff. But yeah, Becca, I greatly appreciate your PayPal donation. You are first tomorrow. I will start at 6 p.m. Central and be rocking and rolling as it goes with that. All right. We got Tarot Reader is next in the mix. Oh, look at that. We got Tarot Reader's new picture. It is, again, it's one of those, it's like more of a hazy, expressive, a lot of filter kind of on it. But I think I nailed the eyes and the facial expression and kind of things like that. So I worked hard, worked as hard as I could on that stuff, but we'll see with that. Tarot Reader, you're next. Let's use the Dancing Bear. It is the Teddy Bear Tarot. It is the Teddy Bear Tarot. Everybody loves the Teddy Bear Tarot. It is one of the most exciting things ever. An update on Keith? Has he been thinking about me, or should I just like get Keith and throw him to the side? Should I get Keith and throw him to the wayside? Oh my, man, you kind of giving up on that yet. Page 1, so the 2 and the 7. No, I think you should get rid of Keith. You gotta get rid of Keith. You know, you got some issues here. You got some issues here. Running away seems to be maybe the prudent action here. This could be a little bit more difficult than you expect, but running away may be the most prudent action here. You definitely need to take the reins. You need to take control over this situation. Oh, don't let the situation take control of you. Right, that's basically it. Page of Wands, I ain't doing shit about you. I ain't thinking you just don't have it. You don't have it in the mix, and that is frustrating at times, but that's kind of a little bit of a harsh reality as it goes. So we're going to go with a love loss. We're going to go with a little bit of a thumbs down action as it goes. With that, very frustrating sometimes indeed. KDP is not frustrating though. Am I going to meet my new husband? I'm going to meet my future husband this year. Intuitively, I say it's possible. Intuitively, I say it's possible. We'll see if the intuitive is going to go with that. Or the intuitive is not going to go with that. I don't know. What does Teddy think? Teddy thinks that he's doing a little dance. He's doing a little dance. Jesus Christmas. Oh my. That's some healthy cards right there. What's the best website to get tarot cards? Go to my link in the description. There's a link to get my tarot cards. A link to get my tarot cards. They're super cheap. In fact, if you don't get a box, they're some of the cheapest tarot cards available. Look how thick these boys are, too. You're getting thick, hand-drawn, handmade tarot cards. And without a box, I think it's like $13 or something. Anyway, yeah, go to the link in the description. You get your cheap deck, you get your thick deck, you get your handmade, custom-made deck of my tarot cards, and you will love them. You will love them. So there we go. All right, want to meet your future husband this year? That's a whole lot of yes. That is really not very subtle. That's not very subtle at all. That's not very subtle at all. The Death in the Tower, though, there's a level of disruption this person causes in your life. There's a level of disruption, whether it be I want to go together on these adventures or these exciting things or something happening with that. It feels like that, yes, but the Death in the Tower card showing up in the same reading, so there's a level of disruption. So be careful what you wish for. It might throw you a little off guard, maybe a little more off guard than what you would normally expect. But that is not a very subtle yes. That is not a very subtle yes. So that is a yes, 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 and yes. Well, I mean, it doesn't mean bad. The Death card is changes. The Tower card is a level of disruption. But here's the thing. Let's go on an adventure together, shall we, Katie? Shall we, Katie? Katie P. Let's go on a little adventure together. I'm your future husband. We meet. We have the most amazing electric connection in the history of mankind. And I say, I am a traveling person. I travel the world. I do things. I do day trading on the stock market. I do day trading on the stock market. I mean, you know, some days I make $2,000, some days I make $5,000. Why should I stay at home when I could travel the world? And then KDP, hey, you know, I'm headed to Paris. I'm doing this. I'm going to Florence. I'm going to Venice. I'm just going to stay. I'm just going to buy a hotel room for whatever, a month. You know, if I get bored, I'll go to a different hotel room. And you know what I'm saying? I want you to come along. Sounds great. Sounds good. It is the full adventure indeed. That's a hell of a disruption. What about your plans on Saturday? What about your plans next month? What are you going to do? That's a lot of disruption, but it's good. It's good. It's good. It's a lot of disruption. But I mean, it's not terrible, you know? Anyway, all right, we'll see. We'll see with that. All right, let's do Karima. Phase 3. We got 4 phases in the mix. I'm going to get a little bit of this deck over here. I love it. I love it. KDP, I'm just going on a fantasy with you. I'm going on a fantasy with you, right? I have the connection. I am the future husband, but the reality is that there's a lot of disruption happening here. So maybe we need to coordinate and say, yo, let's coordinate it during the summer months when the kids are out of school. When the kids are out of school, we take them all, let them see the Venice, let them see things. And maybe you have to do that. So, but there's a level of disruption there. Anyway, all right, how's he feeling the fact that I didn't make it on my birthday? Oh, Jesus. That you need...
Happy birthday!
You need to put people's birthday on the limelight. 4 of coins. Man, they feel guilty. They feel guilty. That devil. I did bad. I didn't do things I should have. I feel guilty. I just didn't do what I needed to do. And I looked at this from the wrong perspective. I should have looked at this from your perspective. I should have appreciated you. I should have had some things. I should have did what needs to be done here. And Strength says there's consequences. There's consequences over here because you feel like that you need more patience with this person because they're working your nerves sometimes. That's something that you just gotta have to deal with there. But yeah, the devil level of guilt's pretty high. A level of guilt is pretty high on that. And they feel like they need to make it up to you, right? I need to make it up to you. I held back. This is something in the future I want to make up to you, right? I want to get this togetherness. I want to get that connection. And I want to sort of express myself in a nice way and a nice thing going. We got Karima, phase 3 over here. Has even been thinking about me a lot. Let's get the thoughts, the imagination, the excitement together right now. And make that happen with the thoughts as they go. 4 of Wands, new home, new happy family with that. They're thinking about where to move to. That's been something that's on their mind a lot lately. They've been thinking about where to move to. Page of Coins, how much money does it cost to move? Where am I moving to? And where can we have the opportunity sort of in that move or in that sort of motion, right? That 4 of Wands, I want to make a home and I want to do it right, but it could be a little bit more on the difficult side. So yeah, they've been thinking about you, not constantly, not a lot, but this is something when they do think about you, they do focus. They have been thinking about moving. They've been thinking about moving neighborhoods. They've been thinking about moving into a better position for both of you with that. Karima with that. What's keeping them tied to their partner right now? Well, let's see what's going on. We got FS in the mix. Luna, etsyuser's back. etsyuser's back. All right. What's keeping him the partner right now? 7 of coins. I mean, it's just basically just money. It's basically money, right? There's a loss. There's stress. They're having stress at work. They're sort of losing themselves in a lot of the stuff at work. They have a lot of things that they need on their mind, and they don't really have the time for some of the kind of the things that are going to take place with a partner dump as it goes. 7 of coins, I've worked hard on sort of this connection, this relationship, this thing, but I do want to leave a level of unhappiness, a level of discontentment with that. But the Queen of Coins just says money is just going to be rough after that. Money is going to be there, right? Legal proceedings, loss of money, paying out, and things like that. They're very kind of concerned about this at the moment as we go with that. That's the end of Karima, phase 3. We got Karima phase 4 coming up, but first we got FS is in the mix. Let's get a brand new freshy deck with a lot of y'all love it and some of y'all hate it. We'll see with that. FS wants to know how did all my finals end up? How did all my finals go in here? Man, a little bit of the 3 of Pentacles. You got good things in the finals, but the 4 of Swords says you have an unexpected unexpected grade or an unexpected thing happening there kind of thing with that. So, you know, it's kind of one of those motions as here. You got that Four of Swords over there. You kind of have to wait, but once you wait, once you see that, I think that that is an opportunity to see something unexpected, and that's going to be kind of in the mix as we go. Page of Cups just says that you're not really emotionally connected to this. You know, it's something where, if I did pretty good, that's been good. If I did bad, that's, you know, I didn't do bad. And that's the thing that you kind of know. You were prepared enough. You did what you needed to. And the Three of Pentacles says you're going to get the reward from all the work. And I think that's going to be something that you're waiting for, right? We got FS also. Should be applying to New York City. New York City, as they say in the Pace Picante. I need to pick up some somebody remind me to pick up some Pace Picante at the store tomorrow. Because, see, I usually do a fried egg in the morning, and I want to adventure into scrambled eggs. But scrambled eggs without picante sauce, and Tarot Magician can back me up here. Scrambled eggs without picante sauce is a felony in Texas. There's section 136.1 of the penal code has scrambled eggs with no picante on them as a felony in the state of Texas. I mean, Tarot Magician can back me up here, right? I'll wait for Tarot Magician to chime in here. Have some of my chamomile tea. I asked my Google speaker about chamomile tea, and it pronounced it chamomile tea. I'm like, what the hell? You're not from Texas, Google speaker. You need to just shut up. Chamomile. What's wrong with you? All right. Should I apply to New York City? That's a big move. That's a big move. I think that you should apply, but you also need to understand this is a radical change and a big fish out of water change, and you need to be aware of that, right? Ace of Cups. I'd love to. This is something I'd love to do. It's something that you should do. Something you should be excited about. Queen of Cups is the level of excitement, emotion, good things happening here. A lot of that is going to be beautiful and wonderful happenings as it is. But the Two of Wands said that's a big door to go out. That's a big door to go out. So you better be ready for a lot of modifications in your life if you're going to be doing all of that. But yeah, do it, you know, go ahead. Do it. Do it. Do it. Apply for that job in New York City. Apply for it. Join the Jedi in New York City. All right. Chamomile tea. I don't know. You know, I do it. Ain't nobody pronounce it chamomile tea. The hell's wrong with you, Google speaker? I'm not talking to her no more. Google speaker. I'm replacing the Google speaker immediately. You know what I'm saying? I bet Alexa has more common sense than that. All right, love reading for the next 7 days. I should have seen it coming. White Fly Tarot. Making it happen with the White Fly Tarot. And seeing what is going to happen here. All right. Chamomile. Everybody has their own pronunciation of my tea. But, you know, it makes me nice and sleepy. So that's what I like, because chemotherapy, it keeps you up because you feel like you're dying. All right, love reading for the next 7 days. Two of Pentacles, it's time to stop sitting there and observing. It's time to take some action here, because if you don't, there's gonna be some consequences with that. This is very, very, very focused on happiness at the moment. And if you don't take some action, if you don't make the decisions that need to be made, there's going to be some discontent and a level of frustration that comes up right now. The Empress says, make sure that your happiness is observed. Make sure that your happiness is something that you are focused on, right? Don't give up too much. Don't cash out too much to sort of make other people happy. Queen of Wands, be focused on yourself there, because the next 7 days you have decisions that need to be made, and the focus should be on your happiness. What can I do? What can can I do to improve this kind of thing with that? We got a person in the mix over here. What do they think about me? Do they like me? Do they not like me? We just did this deck, didn't we? No, we didn't do the key. I'm sorry, we didn't do the key tarot. We're good. We're good on that. How does a particular person feel about me? Feel about me? Man, they're ready to get a little bit of a connection. They're ready to get a little bit of a connection going. Nine of Wands, be ready and prepared that they have a little bit of somebody else on their mind. They're a little bit connected to somebody. They're going to be chatting about somebody. And it's going to be like, wait. You know, you gotta figure this out with the way it goes, right? Seven of Pentacles as well. Feels like that they like the connection. They want to build. They want to expand the connection and move it forward with that to a happy home, happy family, but a beginning. You know, let's check it out. Let's move. Let's see where this is going to take us at the end of the day. So looking pretty good with a nice little connection as it goes with that. etsyuser, it's been a minute. Good to see you, etsyuser. Appreciate you hanging out with us. All right, what's next from me and S, the Libra long term? We are etsyuser. We are wandering out. We're wandering out into the level of the unknown. We have been doing Pisces and more Pisces, and now we're trying out the Libra long term. Knight of Pentacles is working together is going to be one of the key components here, and they like it. They like it. One of the key components here is working together. Three of Cups is more of a casual friends with benefits as it goes when we sort of move forward with that. Five of Swords says you're kind of disappointed with some of the friends with benefits option, but I think it's a good starting off point or a good kicking off point in this particular thing. Knight of Pentacles, again, says we sort of have to move past this working, move past these connection kind of things and sort of get something deeper level, get something more substantive. We continually kind of see we need some more substantive things happening as it goes through. The Three of Cups just says friends with benefits is going to be on the table in Indeed. Long term, I think that comes with a price to pay, to where you're like, you need to make a decision here. And that's something that they really don't want to do at the moment. Now, long term, they are able to do that. But right now, it feels like that's not a decision. That's not an extra weight. That's not a thing that extra that they want to be carrying. And I think that's going to be kind of something going, right? I think there's something going with that. Ultraviolet. I don't know. Ultraviolet, what the hell are you doing? You back there? Man, Jesus Christ. All right, let's see, what's going with that? All right, Ultraviolet, you need to calm down. Ultraviolet, you need to calm down. You need to calm down, Ultraviolet. All right, get that Amber Heard discussion thing going over there. You gotta chill. You gotta chill before I put you in timeout, before I spank you. All right, we'll see what's going on next. We got Keeli is next. How did Richard find out I was even existed? How did they find out that you existed? I don't know. Intuitively, they've been watching you. I mean, not like, outside the bushes of the house or something, but they've been watching you a little bit. And I think that's something going on there, right? I think that is something going on there. They're watching you a little bit. Eight of Pentacles, Jesus. They kind of saw you coming, no pun intended. They've been watching you. They've been observing. They've been watching you, and that's kind of one of those feelings as it goes. But yeah, definitely looking at that. As far as sort of looking, right? Lovers. They've had some not really fantasies, but they've had some level of excitement about you. A level of really pushing forward. Really sort of excitement moving with that. At Eight of Pentacles, you've been sort of accidentally bumping into each other, or they've accidentally seen you here and there and here and there. And I think that's going to be, one of those things. Overall, the Queen of Cups also says that, hey, there's something about you that makes them emotional when they shouldn't be emotional. I think that sort of got their attention. Cinderella, I got your picture. You're gorgeous. So, Jesus Christ, Cinderella, you really are a Cinderella. All right. Anyway, Mina's bookshelf, and then we got Karima, phase 4. With that, we'll see what Mina's bookshelf over here. All right. Studies area Sun needs to focus on to be successful. Ooh, we will see. We will see where that is going to take us now. King of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. I don't know, man. Studies area to be successful. Definitely, I hate to say it. But something sort of a craft, right? Electrician, plumber, something that you just can't get rid of. Here's what I think, not globally, but for your son in particular. There's something going on with some of the fields that he's interested in where basically AI just literally replace it. Like AI makes it completely useless. But you can't really replace the plumber. You can't really replace the electrician. You can't really replace some of basically the craft, right? And some of the people that come in for that. And, so a lot of those sort of actions with that. I think they basically sort of do that, and I think they'll be successful with it. It'll be less money, less dedication as far as that is, but it just feels like that there's a level of AI creeping up possibly into what they're doing. But yeah, again, intuitively for some kind of craft is really going to work well as well. Why does the financial industry keep coming up in my head too? Man, the financial industry, what are people going to do with their money? Where are they going to take it? What are they going to do? How are they going to sort of deal with their money as well? So sort of looking into some of those. Yeah, there we go. All right, hopefully that went in a different direction than I thought it would, which I guess is good. It went in a different direction than I thought. But yeah, hopefully you like that one because that did go in a different direction than I thought it would. So there we go. Anyway, all right, we'll conclude tonight. By the way, I fully realize that we do have Becca is in the mix, and Rebecca, you will be first. You will be first tomorrow, and we got a Karima donation as well about being genuine with me and getting that connection moving and all of that other stuff. So there we go. Is it exaggeration or not? We will find out first thing tomorrow as we start the stream. We will be starting the stream a little bit early if we can. It's one of those, if I can start the stream early, I will start the stream early because we do have a shitload of readings that we need to do on a nightly basis. So we'll get the stream cranked up and making it happen a little early. All right, the feeling's still growing, expanding, moving. Seven of Wands says no. You do have that Magician, right? There's a level of, well, I need to do something now. Ace of Swords. I need to take some action. There's a learning process. There's a learning kind of thing. It's sort of not really a growing, but an expansion of learning, an expansion of picking up things and getting things sort of out in the limelight and working through those with the Three of Pentacles. It's more of a discovery than anything else, right? It's not like an expansive feelings here. We have a discovery. We have a sort of that motion that we kind of like with that. The Magician says sort of having a level of control of the relationship is something that they are working towards as well. So that's something they're more focused on than sort of a growing or an expansion of the feeling. Some of the expansion of the feelings, they are kind of pulled back, right? They want to wait until we're in a different environment. They want to wait until we have a different opportunity before we do that. So that's something that they're kind of concerned about as well. Because at some point it grows out of control or becomes too emotional, not as logical, then we kind of have a difficulty in the mix with that. Did you think about expressing to me that he wants the connection to transform? If so, will he transform the connection, or is this going to be a transformation that we can do? Nine of Swords. The Devil and the Three of Swords. A lot of swords in here. The more you see swords, the more you are kind of confirming that, yes, we do have a level of connection, confirmation, communication that we need to get rocking and rolling here, right? You got that Nine of Swords over there. It just kind of feels a little bit of a mixture here, a little bit of a concern. We're out on a limb here. If I do express these kind of things, I'm out on a limb and I really don't don't want to be in that position. Two of Swords says they're kind of held back with that, right? I think they have that transformation. They holding it back. They're not really forward with that. They're not really on the same page a lot of times with that. And they feel like once that's out there, once the transformation discussion is going on, there's a level of things you got to do with that. You can't just discuss it and not follow up, right? And the Three of Swords says if I don't do what I need to do, once I start discussing that, that's a problem. You're going to be upset. We're going to have an upset person, an upset list of feelings in that mix as well. All right, we got the last karima question in the mix over here. Let's shuffle these up. We have burned this deck to the ground tonight. Let's get this shuffled up. Let's get this mixed up and make this deck happen tonight. If you're not familiar with this deck and you haven't been here the whole night, I guess, it's Victorian romantic, just in case. You know what I'm saying? Just in case. Sarah, I will miss you dearly tomorrow. Have yourself a beautiful Monday without us. All right. What's the most prominent thoughts about me this weekend? What are the big thoughts? What are the things happening as far as it goes over here? We got the Two of Pentacles, the big choices, the big decisions that need to be made within that. You do have a Two of Pentacles and a Ten of Pentacles. Making decisions that'll make everybody happy. That's interesting. That's interesting. Making decisions that'll make everybody happy. The Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. What can I do that'll just be conducive to everybody? That'll make everybody happy, everybody good, everybody can sign up, everybody will be okay with this, right? And I think that's one of the things, if they could figure that out, if they could reveal that, if they could have that moment of clarity, if they could have that moment of excitement within that, I think that they will be good. They will be good indeed. So I think that's going to be exciting here. Six of Cups just talks about a little bit of the friends with benefits mix in there and sort of keeping control of that as far as timing goes, because they want to have a control of the timing of this. If we don't, then that's going to be a little bit of a frustrating kind of thing going, right? A little bit of a frustrating thing going with there. And that's what their most prominent thoughts about us this weekend, about you this weekend. And my thoughts are, thank you for being so generous and very gracious and loving. I greatly appreciate that, Korea. And Cinderella, you are absolutely a honey. Oh my God, we will get your cartoon made tomorrow, or at least this week maybe. We got all the other donations. Thank you so much for your very generous support. I greatly appreciate you. And be sure to watch the channel. We got a Tasty Tarot update coming and a video about a channel update. We got a lot of good things. We got one of the most amazing oracles you've ever seen. And your ass needs to be here Monday, because Monday I'm giving away a brand new oracle that was just released. You get it for free. We'll see you tomorrow.